Hello, everybody. I'm Tim Stetson. I'm the president and CEO of Guardian Angel Ministries. And I wanted to take just a few minutes and share some information about things that we have going on here in the ministry. Thought this would be a great opportunity to share all the great projects that we've been working on, some for some time, some are brand new, and just some upcoming things, just to keep everybody posted about things that are going on. So one of those is I'm actually filming this in our new podcast studio, which is not complete yet. In fact, as if you look around this room that I'm in, you would see that we're still very much in the building phase, but we have taken a room, turned it into a podcast studio, give us an opportunity. We can bring other people in to come and sit, and we can have discussions, and we can record podcasts. One of the first that we've talked about is doing one called Gatekeepers, or the Gatekeepers podcast, and that would include information on church security. We had a church security conference, in fact, called that Gatekeepers, or the Gatekeepers Conference, and we're going to build upon that and try to provide updated information and in ways to help churches put together their security team, just to keep people safe and secure. So that's coming up. We also have another podcast that'll really be information in general. It might be on Bible study information. It might be just discussions about Jesus and life with Jesus. Just, again, ways to really show the awesome power of Jesus and to be able to do that through video footage. So we're looking forward to that. There'll be additional soon. Tonight there's no special lighting. There's no backdrops. Basically, it's right here in the podcast studio. So that is one of our projects. We'd love to have your help if this is something that you'd be interested in helping to help us financially. We're going to have a Zephy fundraiser called our Spring Fundraiser come up, and I'll tell you a little bit more about some other fundraising opportunities as we go forward. In our Humanitarian and Emergency Services program, we have a couple of really cool projects. So over the last year, we've been working on building a tool trailer, an emergency tool trailer. So during the flooding in 2023 and 2024 that affected many areas of Vermont, we found that there was a real need for a tool trailer. So volunteers would come in that wanted to help. Some of those may be within state, some may come from out of the state, but to come in and to be able to help. But one of the things that we found that could be a real challenge was having the appropriate tools and the appropriate number of tools for them to be able to help. And that came up in both years. So we decided that would be a great project for our emergency response team, which is actually kind of new. We've had a disaster animal response team basically since our beginning, but our emergency response team is kind of new. So we're putting together the tool trailer. We've been to many companies and individuals and organizations to both get donations of tools, equipment or containers to store the tools in. We've also, received funds from some organizations to help us, and we're in the process. We have a trailer that we're working on to be able to put the tools in. We want to try to get that all ID'd as well, so not only get the tools in and have it be neat in a place that you can actually get to the tools without digging through piles and piles, but to have them available, have identification on the trailer so people know that it is us when we show up on a scene. And also, one of the things that we want to do is to be able to have that trailer available, even though it's an emergency tool trailer, have it available for other voluntary nonprofit organizations that may have a project that they can use the tools for. So all of that's coming up. We'd love your help. And whether you have some tools that you'd like to donate or maybe some funds that you'd be willing to help put forth. And again, I'll share some ways that you'll be able to do that later on. Also, Guardian Angel Ministries and the Richford First Baptist Church have worked together over the last 2 or 3 years in a school backpack program. So we put together school backpacks with school supplies, and have distributed those to elementary schools in the area. Now, one of the things that we're finding is there are a lot of organizations that are actually doing the same thing. So there's getting to the point where there's some duplication. So we've had discussions with some of the elementary school teachers, and something that they have said that they could really use would be school underwear and socks for kids in the school system. So, so in the elementary school system. So we decided that that would be a great project for us to undertake. We actually have a couple of collection containers that are already out that people can put new materials. So new underwear and socks for elementary school kids in these containers. One of them's at the Highgate Library. There's a second one here at the Richford First Baptist Church. We're also accepting financial contributions so that we can go out and purchase some of those materials as well. And we hope that there'll be some additional drop-off locations, and we'll keep you posted about those as they come up. So again, we feel that this is a great project, a great way. We still have some backpacks, so if there's a need for those, we're going to continue to provide those as well. But our real focus this year is on the socks and underwear for elementary school kids. So just remembering it's elementary school kids. In our Performing Arts and Special Events Ministry, we are really proud to be presenting the next film by our friends at Salty Earth Pictures of Wisconsin, a film called One by One. So many of you will remember that last year, toward the end of the summer, we actually, in fact, right into fall, they came and visited with us, the president and vice president of Salty Earth Pictures. They came and they visited with us. They offered a training program, and we showed their film called Stand in the Gap. Well, their newest film is this film called One by One, and we're very proud to be presenting that on Saturday, April 5th, and we're going to actually do food and a faith-based film. So the food's at 5 p.m. It's a hot dog meal, so it'll be hot dog, chips, and a beverage. And then at 6 o'clock, we're going to actually show the film. Now, the film itself, really, it follows the true and riveting story of David Rosenau, who is a man who has seen the darkest corners of life. From beginning as an undertaker through years as an undercover narcotics detective. Now, David's life was steeped in danger, deception, and trials that really pushed him to his limits. But God had some other plans. So as David transitioned into ministry, he was expecting to lead youth, but instead he was called to a small congregation of senior citizens in Florida. And together they would face a profound change to bring light, hope, and transformation to their community. At the end of this video, we're going to throw in the trailer to that film. We hope that you'll come and join us. The price is right. The price is free. We will take a free will offering, of course. We will have DVDs, I almost said videotapes, but DVDs of this film, as well as other films available, both by Salty Earth Pictures, as well as some of the other companies that we work with and have showed their films as part of our film series. But we hope that you'll come and join us. We'll also have popcorn during the film available, so it'll be that, you feel like you're right in the theater watching this film. In our speaking, teaching, and writing ministry, we're actually working on Vacation Bible School, so the Richford Community Vacation Bible School. So First Baptist Church is the host, and our co-hosts are the other churches here in Richford. So the United Methodist Church, which actually that's where the Vacation Bible School takes place, at the Richford United Methodist Church on River Street here in Richford. And we also have representation from Lighthouse Church, Lighthouse Christian Church, and as well as All Saints Catholic Church. So we all get together present this Vacation Bible School, and Guardian Angel Ministries is proud to be supporting that Vacation Bible School in a number of ways. So we help with the materials that are necessary, some of the set materials, getting the sets built, some of the things like photo frames that we use and the materials. And the First Baptist Church puts up money and funds toward making it happen. So the first kit of materials was actually purchased by First Baptist Church. The other area churches provide people, and they also are involved in helping us with the meals, to be able to serve the meal. So we have a snack that goes on each day, and then on the final day, by the way, it runs June 23rd to the 27th, and so from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., and each day there's a snack. And then on the final day, we'll also have a meal, kind of a graduation day on Friday the 27th. So once again, I mentioned that there are a couple of different ways. If you'd like to help us with any of these projects financially, you can do that. We're going to have up on our website, our Facebook page, our other social media, a Zephy fundraiser called our Spring Fundraiser, where we can raise funds for these projects. So that's one way. Another way is we're doing through the end of March and all of April, we're doing a bottle drive. And if you let us know that you have returnable bottles and cans, we will actually come and pick those up from you and return them. Now, we do bottle drive. We have the ability, if you go to in town, right there in just outside of Enosburg, if you go to Loisel's Bottle Return, you can always put our ministry information, our ministry and address, and return bottles all year round. So you put on the slip, Guardian Angel Ministries, 46 Birch Lane, Enosburg Falls, Vermont, 05450, and you can support our ministry that way. But during the rest of March and into April, we will actually pick up bottles and cans at your residence or business if you're within Franklin County. So if you let us know that you have them available, you can do that through Facebook messaging. You can do it through our, Guardian Angel Vermont at gmail.com address. Let us know that. So it's Guardian Angel Vermont spelled out in this case, at gmail.com. Let us know that you have bottles and cans, and we'll make contact with you. Tell us how to get in touch with you. We'll make contact with you, and we'll come and pick those up. You can also, on our website, we have partnerships with a number of different companies, one of those being a coffee company. In fact, we have a couple of coffee companies that we work with all the time. And one of those companies will, if you purchase coffee from them, they'll give you a 15% discount. They'll give us 15%, and it doesn't cost you any more for the coffee. We have an opportunity where you can sign up on a program called iGive, where you go out and shop at your favorite stores online, and they will give us a percentage of what you purchase without charging you any more for that. And there are ways through our Facebook page, as well as we have a sponsor page on our website as well that you can go to, and it lists all of these different brands. If you read Christian books and materials, we're a distributor for Christian book distributors, so you can go in and sign up. We have a partnership with them as well. And all of these things help us to have the funds that are necessary for these ministries. The Zephy Fund, you can go in and make a one-time donation, or you can set it up as a recurring donation. Those are great because they help us all year long. They help us with projects like, even simple things like paying the insurance for our disaster animal response team and our emergency response team. So all of those things we certainly need to cover financially, and we would appreciate your help to help us with this. So thank you very much for watching this live segment. Again, probably the next time, we'll see. We may do some more like this, but pretty quick we may have some backdrops, and just here in the studio and do things a little different, do some practicing with these live sessions to keep you up to date on all of the work that Guardian Angel Ministries is doing. And really what we're trying to do is show the awesome power of Jesus in action. And now to take us out of this, what I'd like to show you, we're going to add it right now here in the video. I'd like to show you the trailer for the movie that we'll be showing called One by One. Once again, thank you, and here's the trailer.
I've been thinking about moving on.
You thinking about joining us on patrol?
Oh, no.
Well, then there isn't much else.
Yes, where to, Dave?
Maybe there's an opening in narcotics?
Narcotics. That sounds dangerous.
Hey, you're a cop? Oh, I am gonna have you killed!
Dangerous. Honey, only 3 things happen to guys who join narcos.
What's that?
1, they end up divorced.
What?
2, they end up dead.
Don't you trust me?
Or 3, that's even worse.
What's worse?
Oh, you don't want to know.
That's more like it.
Police! Freeze!
Hey, show me your hands! Come on, get out of the car, scum!
You have the right to remain silent.
Let's go, move.
Anything you say can Colonel, you have the right to an attorney. Watch it, lady. You know you could be arrested for assaulting an officer of the law. Think 5 steps ahead.
Now let's get out of here before someone calls the cops.
I learned never to walk into a room, bar, restaurant, or even church without memorizing every face, their ages, sex, and what they were wearing. Then at the same time, looking for all the available exits.
What do you got?
I know this could be a setup, but more than likely he's just really desperate for cash. Get the team ready.
Go.
They might blow your cover. Like us ever being seen together might blow your cover.
So I'm sorry, but this is a big deal.
It's always a big deal.
Viking is down! Go! I repeat, Viking is down. Viking is down.
Get on the radio, get his wife. We'll bring her to the hospital. T-Rex.
I prayed
Get his wife here now.
with the clearest mind I ever had in my life.
Dear God, please forgive me for everything.
What if I call everything up to today, the first half of my life? Call it good.
Exceptional work, David.
What if I spend the rest of my life serving the Lord? I mean, what do I got to lose?
God has given you a gift. What would you think about becoming a pastor?
The preacher's that bad?
We'll see. I'm the pastor. It's my person.
I sure know how to pick up.
I have no idea how this is going to go. But let's have church.
So, Pastor, are you telling me that you're giving up already?
Why are you still here?
If you're not going to come, just tell me and I won't remember your name.
Okay. So we're not coming.
Thank you. Why not?
You don't know what it's like to have these pictures rolling through your head day and night. Stuff you can't tell anybody about. Not even your wife.
You might be surprised. I didn't walk away from the coolest job in the world and take my family away from all their friends and relatives and sit in a stuffy classroom for 8 years to be here in your living room and suddenly become timid. I've decided to use the Word of God. We can implement it right now, one by one, starting with us in this room.
Pastor, don't take this the wrong way, but you smell like a sheep.
I gotta tell you, Pastor, you're a breath of fresh air.
This is what it's all about, isn't it, Pastor?
Yes, Richard. This is what it's all about. Sharing the hope and the peace that we have is worth all our time, commitment, and our very best effort. If it's to show just one precious soul, this is Pastor Rose now. Jesus, how may I serve you?